Good evening, everyone. One more mic check. All right, that should be good. Yeah, just making sure that Razor wasn't misbehaving. Infinitas is taking a while to load, which is peculiar. All right. Hopefully everything else is okay. I did my typical pre-stream ritual of reboot, Windows Update, etc. So it seems okay. So, fingers crossed it stays that way. Alright. It's a request I haven't been able to get to yet, so I figured I'd at least get it unlocked ahead of time. So next time the lovely person requesting it's here, we can play it. Alright. Yeah, no bits boosting or anything tonight, just getting in some general daily practice. But that doesn't mean these perfect missions, we can't get them lined up and ready to go for the next time we do that stuff. This should be a decent warm-up. Let's see. Yep, just did a double take if the stream info was right. It is. Alright. On the nose with a AAA, we will happily take that, especially given that it's a 6. Very nice way to start off the stream, for sure. I think this was originally a Poppin' crossover? I forget. Good song regardless. Did alright. Kind of surprised I didn't have closer to a triple, but... yeah, fast-slow ratio is okay. Hey, Mr. Pusta! Much obliged for the host, and the follow! I know I was just watching your session from a little while ago before I started getting ready to go live myself. How'd the rest of the session go? Meant to back out of the folder. And I do want to rerun this again, but not quite right now. Ooh. The infamous 78. I hope you have a good day at work. Appreciate the follow and the host. Much obliged. Not too bad on timing. Will admit I'm having a little trouble dialing in, or just kind of like mentally syncing up, but if we can shake that off within a couple more songs, then I'll be not as worried about it. And before I forget, got a couple of new custom commands. I want to make sure Nightbot is set up correctly. Good. Alright, Nightbot, you're 2 for 2. Now how about the fancy one? Excellent. Wonderful. Alright. Now all we have to do is wait and see if I've got the timers on those set up correctly. Not terrible, not awful, but eh. See if we can't either get the FC or improve our score. Mainly just going for the lower miscount, because I see only 5, which... Yeah, that opening was horrible. Let's quickly run that back.
Let's go.
Yeah, not too bad. Close to our PB, which is good. Yeah, a lot more misses, though. Yeah, I have a feeling tonight's not going to be a huge night for progress, but, you know, daily practice and, you know, kind of overall maintenance? Sure. And as I say that, I go to a song I'm having trouble clearing. Or not clearing, double iron. And darn it! Meant to get off of that bit submission before it maxed out. Oh well. super happy Lapis is finally in Infinitas. As soon as I actually randomly encountered him back in, I think it was Sound Voltex 1. I'm really psyched that, since then he's gotten into 2DX. Great stuff. Curious. Like, it's a really good song, but it's not a song that I tend to, like, jam out on, and then that throws off my accuracy. And note-wise, I'm not... It doesn't seem like it has a lot of stuff that typically gives me trouble, like, chromatic scales and stuff like that. I'm really surprised I can't double A that. Let's run that back after whatever we play next. See if we can't further figure out what's happening there. Yep, better. Didn't quite get the double A, but we'll take the EX score improvement for sure. Let's do one more and then we'll go back to Inner Spirit. Oof, that was, not gonna lie, kind of garbage. Let's do one more kind of, easy song, if you will, just to maybe better warm up or just get my headspace where it needs to be. And then we'll retry Inner Spirit for that double A. This should be good. Little, like, it's not like a super easy song, but really on beat, pretty straightforward. Hopefully this will get me a little more in sync. I see we've got a couple people tuned in. Appreciate it. Respect the lurk. And hope all of y'all are having a good Sunday. Alright, let's see if we can get my head properly in the game. Hey, dot level. Evening, how goes it? Guessing you're saying so far so good in regards to how your Sunday's going. Glad to hear it. Yeah, not gonna lie, I wish my stream was going a little better. Like, things are all well and good, but just timing's a hair off, but I'm probably just more tired than I realize, so yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Grateful for the background noise, 2DX, or were you able to do were you able to play earlier today? Ooh, and good. Nightbot is automatically talking about Spark over every once in a while. Glad I've got that timer set up right. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, typically I stream in the morning for a lot of East Coast people, so I'm used to being a Bimani radio for a lot of people. Alright, let's see if we can get that AA on Inner Spirit. There we go, got there. Seems like I either have like a roughly like 60-40 or 70-30 split on early late, but it keeps swinging. Like I've noticed it's either been early on some songs, late on others, so just trying to figure out what's up with my timing tonight. Seems like we're getting back on track overall, so silver lining for where we can get them. Only 16 misses. Yeah, let's go for the EX. Oh, right. One other new command to test. Not bad. Probably need to tweak the front half of it, but... Alright, let's get that EX slam. I'm sure we can get that. Oh man, there was a bunch of eighth notes seated within that section just before I started to drop. I just completely missed them. Hey Twally, good evening! Appreciate the well wishes and the good luck vibes as always. Much obliged. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run that back. There's really no reason I should have failed out when I did. That was just bad form on my part. Oh, shame on me. Oh, that was going so well, too. I'm gonna put that on the to-do list. Hey, Serendipity evening! How goes it? Alright, we've got that on our to-do list. Ooh, yeah, a friend of mine recently got hired at Riot, and, I got to play that in alpha. After, 15 years of Magic, roughly. I think it's interesting, and, I think it's doing some things different enough from other card games, mechanically, to, yep, it stands out, it's its own game. I'm not sure if I'm, super on board with it, though. The only reason I'm not playing more of it is because I only have so many hours in the day, but I think it's a decent card game. Just making sure everything on my side's updating as it should. Recently changed some of my stream setup in OBS. But Scorpion Fire? Absolutely. And I'm also really glad in terms of what Runeterra is doing in terms of having in response things. In Hearthstone there's secrets, but I think one of the things that makes Magic so wonderfully complex are instants. So the fact that Runeterra has cards that are basically instants versus sorceries, and some have they're going to be a response kind of card. I think that's mechanically a great idea. I'm having a little bit of a rough night tonight. Stream's going well and I'm happy. I think I'm more tired than I think I am. So my timing and my reading's been a hair off. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do on this, but see what happens. Yeah, we were on pace for an A for a long time on that. Yeah, considering I'm in a little rougher shape than normal, hell yeah to a BP. Let's quickly see. 717. 30. Perfect. Okay. It recently set up some new things with Nightbot, and it looks like it's doing what it should in terms of how frequently it's mentioning Sparko, but I need to adjust it just a hair, and then I'm also going to get caught up on everything else that's happening in chat. One moment. That should be a little more of what I'm expecting. Pre-6 session 2. Oh god, the Microprose MTG game. Good god. Yeah, that game was a hot mess and just absolutely wonderful. Yeah, thank you to Ollie for the nice score. Yeah, I'm really happy I got that PB. And yeah, Chandalar. Oh, there's a local game store near me that once a year they do a Chandalar event. They have volunteers playing monster NPC decks, and players that are entering it, they get a bunch of basically draft chaff and some old boosters. And you fight for gold tokens and XP tokens that you can redeem for new cards or possibly new booster packs, and you keep everything you open. And they have special 3 versus 1 boss encounters where they have their own custom rules, and they're ridiculous. Like, the discussion group, they spend all year testing and running new ideas to make sure that it's a balanced but slightly unfair but fair fight. It's amazing. Alright, more 2DX, or back to 2DX, I should say. Alright, so I want to do the hyper of this because I haven't played it yet, but I know it was a console exclusive first, and they tend to be a little bit harder. So I just want to rerun it on normal and see if we can get that double A while we're at it. Then we'll jump into the hyper. Oh no, with the Chandalar event, it's typically like lots of draft chaff and things like that. But with the monster decks that they make, typically they're all not proxied as well. And they're also usually really creative too. Like one deck was, even though it was all just like commons and uncommons, it was a green black like reanimation matters, and then they'd have other like really cool theme decks. One of my favorites was a statue deck. It was all like artifacts that animated into creatures. And so it had a lot more mana ramp than most other decks, but because it was more reactive and just it didn't come to life until you blinked, it was really cool theme-wise. Glad I got the full combo. Now, just listening to it, I'm just thinking a lot of those da-da-da, da-da-da, rapid, like, triplet rolls could be spicy in the hyper, but we'll see. Also, just in case if I missed it, evening Azure. Yeah, no, I think I mentioned you when you were bringing up Sean Delebra. I'm not sure if I also explicitly said hello. Alright, so let's just play some other song, and then go back to Battle Train, because that should be doable. Huh. Interesting. Didn't know that about Neo Contra. Yeah, Contra, such a great series. And then, you know, there's the latest one from Konami, which has weapon cooldown in a Contra game. Alright, let's see if this if I get through this or not. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to hard clear it, but yeah, let's be ambitious. Not bad. Definitely think we can double A it in the near-ish future. Ooh, really good fast-slow ratio, though. And that I'm happier about, because my timing tonight's been kind of wobbly, so seeing that, See, on the one hand, the winning 11 theme that Soda did for Distorted, awesome. The fact that that's showing up in a Contra game, weird. Huh. Last time's Nightbot automatically mentioned Spark Over was 15 minutes ago. Should only be doing it once every 30. I'll have to investigate that later. And of course, reminder, Spark Over. I think most of you already follow her, but just in case, wonderful 2DX streamer, and is doing a 2DX run at an upcoming GDQ event. So yeah, please be sure to check out the links Nightbot's tossing in chat, because she needs all the support and hype we can get her. And Invoker? Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do that after I surprise hard fail out of Battle Train. Whoa, why was that adjusting my BPM? Because I wasn't holding any other start buttons. That's weird. Pretty good. Didn't get the double A, but I think we had a really good miscount. Yeah! Yeah, that could possibly be an EX. Let's put that on the list so we don't forget. Alright, that's now on the to-do list. Yeah, not gonna lie, Neo Contra sounds fantastic. And yeah, the whole 2004 versus 2020 lack of effort. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well. Alright, so Invoker, which I know is very mean. So, good pick. Yeah. Yeah, this song is basically an 11. Alright, so we are going to get destroyed by Invoker. And then I'll take a stretch break. And then, yeah, we'll lock in for another hour. Yeah, this is gonna be amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your DJ. We're gonna start here with a kick. Here we go.
Gonna try that again, because that beginning was super sloppy of me. Like, I'm still likely gonna fail it, but I'd like to at least have a little bit of a cleaner start than that, because I'm tired, but come on, we can do better.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your DJ. We're gonna start here with a kick. Here we go.
Oh, we will happily take that. And let's not be dumb and remember to mark that so I can get a highlight of it later. Whew. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've passed that pre-Infinitas, so I don't think that's like a new 10 for me, but that is definitely a stronger run for me for sure. Much obliged for the request, Ferrodippity. And B-Rock you? Sure. Yep, thank you for the GG Twally. Alright, so I've been playing for about an hour, which, as most of you know, means I'm going to take a short stretch break. And if you all have been sitting at your computers and haven't gotten up in a while, I invite you to do the same. So, Gonna go take a stretch break, refill my water, and then, yeah, go at it for about another hour. See all of you in 120. DJ Hero tutorial is just that simple. Oh man. It was Grandmaster Flash that was the tutorial guide in that game, right? Whoever it was, their energy was amazing. Alright, let's get ready for going for another hour. And still see we've got everybody tuned in. And again, appreciate all of you tuning in and hope everyone's having a great weekend. Alright. So, rock you. Let's see. For a split second, I thought you were asking for the another, and I was just like, uh-oh. But, yeah, looks like I don't have a clear on this at all, which is weird. So let's get that taken care of. I very much appreciate that call out, Azure. Oh, DJ Hero, also known as Hollaback Girl versus the World.
Listen to my hyperbeat.
Again. Oh yeah, Scratch Ultimate DJ, I forgot about that. Alright, we're gonna quickly run that back on hard bar, because I'm pretty sure I can get the EX on a good day, but today is just kind of a mediocre day, so...
Listen to
Also, Azure, you raise a point. I actually do prefer the DDR edit, the 1998. I actually kind of like that over the Japanese version. One of the few instances of that, actually.
listen to my hyper
Also, DJ Hero was not garbage. DJ Hero was a perfectly fine game.
Listen to my hyper beating 1999衝撃の波が押し寄せ夜空を呼び覚ました俺の旅をListen to my hyper beating 1999強い一筋の光が闇を裂いて誘うままに走ったビールこの心を解き放った自由なのか孤独なのか I can get the hyper beating in 21 強い一筋の光が新たな進化形を導き出したい
Ooh, double A plus 0. Happily take that. I'm not so sure how I feel about the no-fail mechanic. Like, that's fine. At least in my opinion. Although it did make Groundhog a little less anticlimactic. And I'm kind of surprised that nothing in the Bimani series has done anything like Groundhog, where it's just like, hey, I'm going to actively call you out and try and antagonize you while you're playing. Do it. Like, I really love that song, not only for the song itself, but the voiceover in it. I just realized I didn't stream this morning. That means I'm due for a pulse check. So you know what? Before I'm stupid tired, let's take care of that. And I'm just thinking about the pulse check because I've got two 11s in it that are going to destroy me because they're in Knife Dan. So So let's quickly do this, because I'm warmed up enough, but I know if I try to do it later, I'm not going to have the energy. I have a feeling that was not so great. The opening I know was sloppy, but I'm not sure how I did on the rest of it. Not terrible. Early-late ratio is a little... not all that great, but compared to yesterday, actually surprisingly close. We'll take that. Alright, and now for Alicia, another to absolutely put me in my place. I know a good part of that is me learning the rhythm of those chords for all the rapid trade-offs. We'll get there. Hey, 100 PB? Yeah, we'll take that. Ooh, and a lower miscount. That's exactly what I want since that's in the damn chorus. Hot damn. Yeah, it did a lot stronger on that than I was expecting. Hooray. I think I did okay on that. Let's see. Not bad. Very close to yesterday, so I'll take it. I'm hoping for higher accuracy, because while that song's totally within my range, being more accurate with the turntable and doing less guesswork, or guessing in terms of the timing, is kind of why I've got that in the rotation for this month. And this one's a guilty pleasure, but I'm also trying to have it in rotation as a anti-demoralizer for the 211s that are wrecking me, so...
外の星を見るだけトンネルは少し暗い光が見えない I got a ticket, you got a ticket Tick tock rock 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 motion What you watch, time to go What's your destination 燃えて焦がれてきてきポッポッポくべて石炭ありだけドリンクだけ散るまでもっとまだ青い光あなた星へ着いたらホームかけてゆくのあなたの待つ会撮影だ100万年前から私を置き去り憎らしいあなた
Hopefully I can get the AA and the EX clear on this soon. Such a fun chart. Yep. That's the improvement I'm hoping for. Good stuff. Alright, last but not least, Arabian Rave, and this, oh boy, this is gonna be a ride. Oof, yeah, that is rough. Like, it's a legit 11 and it doesn't feel overcharted, but oh, man. Not bad. Still close to our best. Plus, we're practicing that song for a reason, so fingers crossed within the next month or two it gets a little more manageable, and one can hope. Alright, let's see. Alright, we should totally be able to get the EX on this, so this will be a nice break. Was not expecting a PB, but yeah, I'll happily take that. Surprising number of fasts, though. I know the last couple of Pulse Check songs I had a lot of late, so I'm not too worried about it being Infinitas. Well, at least not yet. Alright, let's see. What kind of trouble should we get into now? Yeah, should be good. I'm just trying to remember so that I don't forget. Thank you. See that we've still got a lot of people tuned in, and much obliged. Thank you for keeping me company this evening. Hope all y'all are doing well. Got there safe and sound, which, you know, for an EX clear, happily take that. Yeah, more than welcome, Twali. Yeah, especially since I'm usually a, relatively speaking, morning streamer. Knowing I'm background noise for a lot of people as they're getting into work or commuting in, like, yeah, I'm happy that I'm able to be decent background noise. And it's just like, it's just Naoki in general. Like yeah, it's got a genre of speed rave, but it could have a genre of Naoki and it would be apt. Yeah, D2R, that might be the Naoki adjacent that I think is closest to it. No joke, Twali. The overall positivity, it's something I try to actually pay a lot of attention to, so very much appreciate the compliment on that. Not bad. But I want to run that back in one or two songs because all those like really short gallops, I feel like I could have stronger timing on, and I feel like I should have. So I'll run that back while it's kind of fresh in my memory. We'll play something else first though. That name isn't ringing a bell, Azure. I'm gonna immediately hop on a search myself for it and give it a quick listen, because I'm curious. Right! Right, I should have remembered that song. That's in the Naoki Neo Standard Oni course. Good song. I'm happy about that. Because I remember, I think it was earlier... No, not earlier. It was either yesterday morning or last night that I first played the normal for that for the first time in a while, and I remember my timing on it was real rough. So I will happily take that A. Bickering over DDR names, the best type of arguing. Alright, let's retry drop and see if we can't do better on those gallops. Much better. Very, very happy with that. Huh. No Golden Cross? Right, SATA. And it's probably the license, or a license issue because of SATA. And I completely forgot that group did a reshoot of Drop. I always forget that's one of the videos they did. Alright, so this was a recent new clear for me. So let's see... Let's be ambitious and see if we can't bump this up to an A. Nope, it was just Nightbot doing his due duties. Auspicious timing, but nah, not a reaction. No PB, but still fairly close to it. Oof. Awful miscount, though. And even still, we almost passed it, so... yeah, silver linings where we can find them. Alright, I'm probably going to be wrapping up in about 20 minutes, roughly. So, we'll do a few more songs, maybe one or two stupidly ambitious things, and then a final incandescence. Now I'm trying to remember what movie that quote's from. Like, I know it's the LED sample, and I used to know this factoid off the top of my head, and now I'm not remembering. And, yeah, let's, rip this Band-Aid off. So those two-note chromatic chords on left hand, like 1 and 2 or 4 and 6, 4 and 5, weird as hell. Like, typically in newer styles, that gets reserved for like deliberately dissonant notes. I'm reminded of some of the notes from Ludus and Tenenbaum. It's like apt and a couple other situations like that, but that song? Like, no. Right, that's it. I keep meaning to watch that movie, actually, and I keep forgetting to. This is likely not going to end well, but doesn't mean we shouldn't try, right? So after the 2-note chords in that last song, and then with them showing up there, I'm gonna triple check if I accidentally turned on random on left hand, because that's... Oh yeah, I had a feeling it was an MST3K-esque, like, horror, not horror, but a sci-fi movie. We did have random accidentally turned on. Okay. Well, that makes EX clearing that last date, all that more impressive, I guess. Alright. Oh, we can totally get that with a little bit of practice. Hey, Janet, good evening! How goes it? Oh, hold on. I'm looking up +6. Yeah, it's super early, where you are, if I remember correctly. But regardless of what time it is, hey! How goes it? Yeah, I was doing the mental math and I thought that it was either 2 or 3 a.m., so yeah. And speaking of, first thing I did the start of this stream earlier is I had it pre-unlocked so that the next time you showed up, we could make it happen. Yeah, I'm a little angry when you first requested it. I didn't immediately recognize the song from the title just because classic song, really, really good stuff.
過ぎ去ったあなたのぬくもり忘れないよ絡まって一瞬が照らすリフレット 過ぎ去ったあなたのぬくもり忘れないよ
Yeah, I forgot the video for that had super long car. I think there's like 1 or 2 other videos that use it. And ow, my left hand. So many turntable +1 chords. That was something that was pretty prominent in a lot of the 2DX Red console songs. Like Ixion does a lot of that too. So I had a feeling that that might have been tricky because of that, or more that it was a 2DX Red song first. And I'm glad I had it on hardware instead of EX, because that would have been hilarious. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is me likely asking for trouble, but we're approaching the end of the stream tonight, so now's the perfect time to go looking for trouble. Whew, got there! Not only with the hard clear, but a PB. I forget pre-Infinitas what my best was on that. I know I had the hard clear, but I'm not sure if I ever double 8'd it. I doubt it, though. Still, glad to have that lamp back on the books. Yeah, Naughty Girl at Queen's Palace is a fave of mine. And yeah, thank you for the congrats. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to stream tonight, but I accidentally missed my normal stream in the morning. And I'm a lot more tired than I realized, so I had trouble warming up at first tonight. But also, still being able to do some trickier stuff, like getting the hard clear on that. I'm actually really surprised. But yeah, Naughty Girl. So Empress, it came out like about a decade ago, and it was around then I was debating giving up on doubles. I was kind of just hitting a mental slump, and then this came out. And at the time, I was more around 8s and 9s with some 10s. And this chart is so much fun. absolutely love it. You know what, I'm not even going to play the another. I'm going to play the hyper just for old time's sake. I love this song and I love the chart. It's really fun. Twally with the GG, much obliged. But yeah, towards the last quarter, last 25% of the song, there's a bunch of double scratches, like double scratch on left, double scratch on right, and the BPM is just perfectly timed that you can basically just flick your wrist, and like if you get in the groove and you do it that way, it's just super fun. Such a good song. Oh god, I just looked down and saw the request. So, first off, hey Candace, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. And secondly, so I was gonna wrap up the stream at between now and the next 5 minutes. Putting a hard stop on this, I'm gonna go for another 15, no more. But also, since I'm towards the end of the stream, my stamina doesn't matter as much. You also have DXY queued up. Do you want me to absolutely fling myself into a brick wall and play that? Or save DXY for another time and go for Do It, Do It? I'm gonna do it regardless, because that's a 10, but DXY is a 12. Your call. Thank you. Much obliged. And even still, Do It, Do It. I've only passed it once, and it was about a decade ago. And I haven't passed it since. So, oh boy. Whew, yep, we're gonna take that, and that's that. And Janet, I loved it. I'm guessing that's in reference to Naughty Girl at Queen's Palace. Yeah, absolutely love that song to bits. And yeah, saying "do it is interesting" is a very polite way of putting it. But yeah, we will take that pass. We're gonna take that pass, and we're going to run screaming because that ending. Much obliged for the kudos, Candace, because, yeah. Even though that was easier than I was expecting, I still know that I got lucky with that clear. Alright, so I'm thinking 1 or 2 more songs, and then I want to go for something really hard, and then a final incandescence. Yo, can do. If I remember correctly, this was a subscription bonus, so I probably just quickly played it to keep it unlocked, and then that was that. Right, I haven't come back to this because I played the Another, and it has a bunch of really, really annoying gallops. Like, even though you can hear it in the preview, it's actually more with the drums. Alright. Nice and clean, thankfully. Definitely could use that after the Do It sprint. And yeah, Blue Rain, great song. Like, I might not have played it in a while because there was a little bit of an annoyance in the chart on the Another, but the song itself, like, perfect example of why Taka does some of the best trance out of a lot of the artists in 2DX. Great stuff. Yeah, thank you for the kudos, Candace. Yeah, if it was the Another... Yeah, the Another I know is a little bit more irritating. And you know what? Let me quickly make sure it's on my to-do list so I don't forget about it. It is! Alright. Yeah, opening is an 11, lots of chords and scales out of nowhere. Ending has 4 on the floor, automation with chords snuck in. Yeah, so I'm gonna save that for another day. But glad to know I've got it marked. Ooh, Ubertreffen. Good stuff. I know Ubertreffen was in Poppin'. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm 99% positive this was in Poppin'. Or was it? Enough chatter, more failing. Quickly updating the unlock sheet. I know this is actually a really harder song in general, but I forget if it's relatively easy 10, hard 11, or if it's hard 10, easy 11. Let's find out. Oh, what factoid is Remy missing, Azure? A lot of chromatic scales, which are kind of a weak point for me. But I'm curious what my overall miscount was. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna toss that onto the to-do list. All right. Yeah, it's if I remember correctly, it is actually a rearrangement of a Bach piece. Yeah, there's a couple of Bach rearrangements in 2DX. All of them are by Taka. And, you know, back in the day, running first was getting out of high school, I actually had ambitions of being a musician. And, you know, with a classical training background in piano, I actually like most of them. I forget which one it is. There's one Bach remix in 2DX that I'm not a fan of, but the rest of them I'm actually like, you know, yeah, I actually dig them. Alright, so I'm going to play, at this point, I'm going to play one more stamina break. I'm going to try and do something dumb, and then I'm going to wrap up with a final incandescence, and also see if there's anybody live that we can raid. Yeah, for a stream that's outside my normal time frame, a lot of people tuned in, a lot of people chatting and saying hi. Appreciate it. Oh, Candace. Candace, you have the best song choices. So, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna chase DXY with Kakame. So, quick side note. So, Kakame is a boss song. It was a boss song both in Dance Dance Revolution and in 2DX. It is basically a techno arrangement of the Revolutionary Etude by Chopin. It was also back when they didn't know what they were doing for doubles charts. And it is literally just the left hand of the piano on left and the right hand of the piano on right, with no real mentality as for what charts well. And it is a goddamn nightmare. Okay. Very quickly, let's just roll the intro of it. See, first in... Okay. Yeah, and if you want an idea of how much of a nightmare this song is, look at my rivals in the lower right corner. So, aside from Tracer, all of my rivals are doubles Kaiden players from Japan. They're insane. Only hard clears. Only hard clears. And not even double A's. Chart is a nightmare. You know what? Let's do the normal as a stamina break. Like, it's a great song, and I like both the. Just speaking broadly, like the Revolutionary Etude by Chopin, wonderful piece of music. And then Kakame, also wonderful. And while it sounds cool that, like, oh, it's gonna mimic the piano super well, like 95% of the chart is just left side. Like, I've seen a couple doubles players, kind of as a joke, but not really, just completely focus both their hands on one side for that song. It's so just... Yep, for the longest time, like, Taka was at the helm for 2DX and Yoki for DDR. I mean, there's a reason my my nickname for 2DX is DJ Taka Teaches Typing. Yeah. Like, honestly, it is an amazing song. Like, it is a great, not only a remix, but then even, like, taking away the fact that it's a remix, if you're just listening it not knowing the origin, it's a great song. Alright. Speaking of extremely hard but very difficult songs, let's be dumb. Gonna get that hard clear someday. Alright, since I haven't not played that on hard bar, there we go, that's the double negatives we're looking for. Let's run it through on normal clear. Because yeah, that part that I keep hard failing on, like, it's almost always that exact measure or the measure after it, and I'm confident if I can get through it, I might be able to hard clear the rest of it, but... I love that song. Alright, so once we do our final incandescence, that's going to be the stream for the night. Janet, do you mind if I save that request until tomorrow morning? Because I will be streaming tomorrow morning. Much obliged. Alright, let us do our final incandescence. Thanks to everyone that was here tonight, and then see if there's someone we can raid. And just want to quickly mention it now. This was kind of an impromptu stream. I normally don't stream at night. And the fact I've got so many people here is a very pleasant surprise. Thank you, everyone. Alright, that is going to be it for this evening. So, first and foremost, a reminder. The wonderful, wonderful Sparkover is going to be doing a run of 2DX at the upcoming Frost Fatales, later this month in February, the Games Done Quick event. So, I know most of you are already, but just in case, if you aren't already, please be sure to follow Sparkover, try and tune in when she's streaming, or give her some love in the VODs, or, most importantly, try to tune in for the run itself. It's currently slated for 11 p.m. EST, but that link for the schedule in chat converts the event to local time, so if you're not sure when it's going to be, just use that link. The website will do all the math for you. And, as I said, a lot of people tonight. Thank you all so much. Earlier we had Musta Posta. Much obliged for also hosting and following me. They don't stream too often, but you know, they went live just a little before me, and then they tagged along. Also Dot Level, Twalia Molar, Faradippity, Azure, Janet, Candace. Wonderful people. Thank you all so much. Hope the rest of the weekend treats everyone well. And now, since I'm outside my normal time frame, let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Because there might be. There is! So, Voxandra. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. She mainly plays Lunatic Rave, and for the longest time, she wasn't really active in Bimani and 2DX, but she's recently been trying to get back into it. So, if everyone can sit tight for a little bit, we'll go over and say hello to her. She's delightful. And more importantly, she has a cat. Kingston. So, if anything, stick around not for her, but for Kingston. Alright. See everybody tomorrow, but for now, let's all go see Voxandra.